So I'm a big believer kasi na, the right people are the most important things when it comes to any organizations. You can have the opportunity, pero kung wala kang tao na gagawa nun, then that's just all it is, an opportunity. You won't be able to capitalize on it. So, personally, sir, ano ba yung hinahanap nyo when you're looking for somebody that can help you grow or help your business grow? What's the most important mindset quality nila?
Attitude. Skills you can teach, pero attitude need na yun sa tao at a certain very hard to change. Yung ability nila to take criticisms, yung hunger nila for growth, and yung creativity nila, yung persistence nila, perseverance nila to go out there and do the job or find a way to do the job kahit first class ganun ka-obvious yung solution to the problem. So, yeah, attitude talaga for me.
Alright, so yan, narinig na natin from Sir, attitude is key. Attitude is the most important quality. So, ayun nga, earlier kasi Sir, you mentioned nga na, 99% of our economy is propped up by MSMEs that are owned by very, very small companies or yung mga pamilya lang ng mga Pilipino. So, in your perspective, how do MSMEs contribute to the local and national economy? So, syempre, national, kita natin yan. But regionally, paano kaya siya nag-a-affect sa regional economy?
Wala akong numbers regionally, pero nationwide-wise, we'll have to double check the numbers. Pero last time I remember, workforce, around 60% ng employment are provided by SME. Right? So if there are, let's say, 15 million employees, almost 2/3 nun, 50+% nun, SMEs ang again. So you have to imagine the top corporations, the FMCGs that you know of, nationwide companies or the international companies na hire, especially for UP students, target nyo palagi. Right? They only hire a few. Saan napupunta everyone else, especially hindi natatanggap sa mga multinational companies. Usually the SMEs who provide the jobs. And then in terms of effects sa economy, syempre that's one big factor, right? In terms of, again, because of sheer volume, I think, let me check my notes. 35% ng GDP ng Philippines coming from SME. So, malaki rin talaga. Hindi siya something na kailangan lang pero because we have the top companies.
Yeah.
Laking bagay din ng SME. And that's from a nationwide perspective. You mentioned kanina regional, it's also something important to note of. Kasi if you're a multinational, you focus on markets that will give you the ROI. The biggest market is Metro Manila, pero there are other parts of the country na hindi na po-provide ng same products or services. Tatayo doon. So, malaking tulong talaga yung SME. Not just economy-wise, nationwide level, but also in a local level.
So I think it's interesting to, actually hindi ko kasi yun alam na apparently 60% pala of the workforce in the Philippines is propped up by MSMEs. So really important for our job market, which as we're seeing right now, napakamahalagang bagay na post-pandemic now that we're opening up. So I think this one is kind of related to yung sinasabi natin na it's important to the national economy. Do you know of any parang government incentives or programs right now that are helping MSMEs to start off now that we're out of the pandemic na? I think it's important for people to know what they can capitalize on habang mabait pa yung gobyerno sa atin.
Ako, alam mo, you'll have to check with sorry, I'm not familiar now. During the pandemic, may mga binibigay yung government support. DTI in particular. Now, I'm not sure for SMEs kung ano yung meron. Pero what I know is, especially for startups, maraming binibigay na support and funding sila DTI, DOST for startups. You just have to check them out. And kailangan mo lang mag-submit ng business presentation mo ng case, then you'll be able to get grants funding from them. Not just in the form of loan, but really funding with 0% liability. So, I'm not sure of the specifics, sorry. Pero, meron at meron yan.
No problem, sir. I think okay lang na na-bring up nga natin na they need to look into ano bang ino-offer ng local government units natin or national government agencies para matulungan tayo sa entrepreneurship. So, maybe as another final question, how can businesses adapt to the ever-changing political and economic landscape of the country?
Wow, tough question. Political and economic change. Right? Okay. For political, I think you really just have to get used to it. Especially when you're securing permits, you talk to different government agencies. Minsan, nag-iiba yung sistema pag nag-iiba yung every time there's election. Nag-iiba yung sistema o kaya mag-iiba yung mga taong kausap. But then, for me, at the end of the day, obviously, aside from connections, it's really just perseverance. Laban lang ng laban, kumbaga, para sa ganyan. Kasi, nothing very limited on what you can do about it. You just have to apply for the permit, talk to people, etc. So, that's for political. And then, for economic, sometimes there are, for example, because of the supply chain problem nationwide, wars sa Russia, ano yung kalaban. Basta doon, right? So, nagkaroon ng inflation when it comes to prices. And nag-adjust halos lahat. Nagmahalan. Sometimes it really helps if, as much as possible, don't limit yourselves too much in the form of debt. Don't be too leveraged. Kasi, especially now, because of how ingrained tech is, and the technology is very unpredictable. Sobrang, for example, the stock market in the US depends sa cryptocurrency, taas-baba siya, sa technology, taas-baba siya. So, the prices go along with it. So, don't be too leveraged. Have some cash, diba? Now, when you can, para there will be times, mahirap yung business. Mag-negative na, it's good if you have some cash. If you're liquid enough, you can still continue operating your business. I'm not saying taking a loan is bad. It's good, actually, if you want to grow. But then you have to learn how to manage it properly. Avoid too leverage. High risk, high reward nga. But then, at this point, I would suggest let's be moderate about it. Because of the pace of tech, hindi mo alam what will be next. That might challenge the business model of your business. Might affect the way you do business. So, on a more practical note, one thing I recently learned sa pinuput up ko na bar. For example, you're looking for suppliers ng whatever product. Don't rely on just one supplier. As much as you can, try to look for more. Let's say 3. So yung nagtunan ko about it, also I learned from another businessman. If you have one supplier, right, pag tumataas yung price ng goods na binibili mo sa kanya, siyempre sasabihin niya sa'yo, he will have to charge you more. Pero guess what? Pag bumababa naman, acquisition cost niya for the goods that you're buying from him, he may not necessarily sell that to you. So, lugi ka. But, if you're also talking to other suppliers, kung first month bumili ka kay supplier 1, second month, gustong kunin ni supplier 2 yung business mo, pag bumaba yung presyo, sasabihin sa'yo ni supplier 2, pero sa akin ka na lang bumili, mas mura na yung offer ko, ganyan. So, in that way, as a business, you'll be protected if you have those options. Hindi ka matitake advantage.